Hello, this is Anglia Speaking Examinations. I'm Jeanette, your examiner for today. May I have your candidate number, name, and English name first, please?
My name is Kolyanne. I have no English name. My number candidate is V2106150013.
Thank you.
And then my name is Phượng, and my English name is Emily. My candidate number V2106150014.
Thank you. Now let's move on to task 1. Say something about yourself.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kolyanne. Kolyanne, according to my language, is the symbol of a woman who is a beautiful and has a good nature. In short, a well-reputed woman. But my friend often call me Yan for short. I am turning 45 years old this October, and I was born and raised in Trang City, the city of Pagoda, they say. I am happily married to my husband since 2006, and now blessed with a lovely daughter. I am living at the job of my dream as an English educator and have been teaching it 24 years in total. And at present, I am employed at Kolyanne Boarding High School. I chose this career path because firstly, I was inspired by my brilliant English teacher when I was sick. So I hope to be like her when I grow up. Secondly, because of my desire to contribute and serve the community in the remote area through imparting my skill and knowledge to our future generations. Reading books is my favorite hobby, especially culture and history of many countries. Reading these can help me understand a lot of past events, not just in Vietnam, but also around the world. In future, I would love to make a European tour with my husband and my daughter, and in order to experience to portions that I have read in book. But for now, my biggest priority is to obtain C1 certificates, because I believe that having it won't just help me professionally, but also personally.
Thank you.
Kolyanne, according to your introduction, I heard your goal is pass C1. So how can C1 certificate benefit your career?
Well, I think C1 certificates would help me a lot to become a better English teacher for my students. An important part of shape of my school. As I said above, I think that these certificates can help me professionally, but also personally.
Thank you. Ms. Emily.
Good day. It's my pleasure to come here today. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Phượng, and my name is the writer from a flowers which only blooms in summer, but you can call me Emily for short. I peacefully live in Trang province, one of the cities in Mekong Delta. It's not big nor small, but it's enough facility to live happily and conveniently. I'm 42 with only one daughter who is my sister Laurie. She's at her sweet 16, so lovely and clever at her age. I graduated my degrees in 2001 from Northern University, and I have been teaching more than 20 years. When I was young, I used to dream to work as an English teacher. Now I'm very proud to say that I'm living the job of my dream. Honestly speaking, my job is too challenging, not for everyone, so I try to reduce my stress by singing and traveling each time allowed. Widening my knowledge in my passions is obviously it's also my ticket to go around the world. My English skill won't just help me to communicate well, but also to acquire a more lucrative career. That's the reason why I'm here in front of you to pass C1. For I believe having this certificate is beneficial for me both professionally and personally.
Thank you. Ms. Kolyanne, do you have any question for Ms. Emily?
I'm impressed to introduce Emily. You are interested in the teaching job, but so many people say that teaching is difficult. What is your say on this?
Absolutely. Because working in a secondary school alone is very demanding. Marshall is having to deal with numbers of adolescents who are undergoing some physical and psychological crisis. So it takes a break, but the patient show to do the challenging job.
Thank you. Now let's move on to task 2, prepared talk and discussion. Please read the topic first, then that you choose, then discuss.
My topic is fast food suits of food space in many fast food outlets should be promoted, not criticized. Do you agree? Yes. No matter what you ate, no matter what age you are, surely you have heard the term fast food at least once. This is a familiar concept and is becoming increasingly popular in modern lifestyle. Fast food are usually the compact, easy to carry, attractive intake, reasonable price, and eye-catching presentation, and many more that greatly favor consumer preference. Furthermore, we don't have to waste time to cooking. Home rice meal require lots of time for shopping as well as washing the utensils. As a result, many people think that fast food is suitable for today's dynamics and modern lifestyle. So many fast food stores have come into existence and are growing rapidly, especially in big cities. As a symbol of modern lifestyle, however, these foods bring many harm for human health. Fast foods contain many cholesterol and calories, so it can cause obesity when eaten on a regular basis. In others, studies saw that the frequent consumption of fast food such as white bread and chips and carbonated soft drink not healthy at all. In fact, they have a glycemic index that increase the risk of type 2 diabetes. In addition to this, introduced foods use an ingredient in fast food such as ham, bacon, sausages, and fried chicken and many other contains a lot high of sodium and preservative. I therefore conclude that despite the risk of fast food healthy may help, the convenience and suitability of fast food bring to people outweighs is the possible negative consequences. Having said that, I do agree fast food should be promoted, not criticized.
All right, thank you so much. Ms. Emily, questions?
Besides its advantages, if people eat fast food regularly, it's benefit to their health. So, do you love serving fast food to your family?
Although fast food is a convenience, I seldom serve it for myself. For I believe spending a bit time cooking meals for and with family members would strengthen our bond even more, and my child would understand the values of eating together at home rather than in the fast food restaurant.
All right, thank you. Miss Emily?
My topic is online communication. Means that the people nowadays need never feel lonely. Do you agree? It's no sweat to say that I totally agree with this statement. It's undeniable that the development of the internet has revolutionized online communication. It's become more and more universally popular, and the number of users are increasingly rapidly worldwide. Definitely, online communication enable to sorry. Definitely, online communication doesn't just ease people loneliness, but also to provide them the opportunity to widen their social network. Uh, in the first instance, online communication is able to close relationship not only among peers but also to total strangers. To be specific, the widespread use of social networking sites and applications such as Viber, Zalo, and many others supplies people various chances to make acquainted with each other. Apparently, they are likely to share common interests, passions, as well as character, so mutual understanding could be developed easily. Therefore, homesickness is now almost out of the picture, as the distance doesn't matter much anymore when you are equipped with a smartphone or a computer, especially combined with the internet. In contrast, online communication, many people have a tendency to immerse themselves on shopping the internet or browsing Facebook with no specific reason or purpose. Evidently, that nowadays, especially youngsters are hooked up to their phone rather than to outdoor activities. As a result, they don't concentrate well on something more fruitful, such as the job or their study. They even neglect their health by simply goofing off on the time with their rabbit. In conclusion, it's certain that online communication is considered to be an interaction tool liberating people from loneliness. However, people should be careful on using it so as not to antagonize its recreational purposes.
All right, thank you. Miss Kolyanne, do you have any question for Miss Emily?
Emily, according to years, teenagers over immersed into their phone, do you think the adults do the same as much as them?
Yeah, apparently many adults now use their phone too much. Even they don't tend to their family as much as they used to. So the close-knit relationship among family members is slowly declining.
All right, thank you so much. Now let's move on to task 3, priority ordering. We have card A and B. Which do you choose?
We choose card B.
All right, now there are 8 items at the bottom of the card. I would like you to decide together how important they are in this situation from the most to the least important. Could you read the question first or the situation?
Over the past 100 years, the average lifestyle has changed dramatically. We now take many things for granted, which was once have been a luxury. Without the following, would you find it difficult to give up? Decide whether these are the most important by ranking them in order. The most important to A, the least important.
Okay, you may now start.
Yes. Hi, Annalise. Do you think you are being captivated by something?
Oh, I'm thinking about how human life were lived 100 years ago.
Obviously, it's hard to compare the lifestyle of people over the century and the lifestyle of people nowadays because so many dramatically changes have occurred.
Right. The developments of science and technology have brought many conveniences to people's lives, such as the appearance of a mobile phone, computer, air conditioner, and many other utilities that serve the necessary needs of people.
Yeah, all the things you have just listed, they are useful. I can hardly repeat all of them. So, if you had a choice, what would be the most important and how did you give up, Emily?
Yeah, in my opinion, mobile phones is my first, my top priority. I even think I can't afford to live happily without it because it's practical in communicating, sending and receiving messages, especially as well as entertaining with the internet connected.
Absolutely right. It is not easily broken. Imagine that nothing without mobile phone. What should I do if I want to contact with the loved one when away from home, especially in the emergency that I need help? Now, shall we move on to the second choice, Emily?
Certainly, my second choice is computer because it's different purposes such as storing a large amounts of information, relaxing, and particularly I'm an English teacher, so it benefits me in my professional life and learning foreign languages.
I partly agree with you. Everything would be well with me without the computer. It is not only benefits for my job, but also the benefits for my relaxing. However, you shouldn't abuse it in its use because of some of the problems such as train the eyes, the causes for eyesight, and lack of physical activities.
Yeah, good point. But I think we should stop here. Stop this here now because I want to enjoy the next item. What's your next choice, Kolyanne?
Own transport is you know. I think the cheapest of own transport is that it enable me to travel as my personal comfort. One thing I'm sure you certainly agree with me is that excessive usage of private transport causes the pollution and harms our health.
We are of one mind. My own transport is very important. I can't imagine how am I if I don't have a motorbike. However, everything has its two sides. So depending on our suitability, we can choose the best one for ourselves. For example, with this hot weather, I choose air conditioner is my first choice. What's your opinion on it, Kolyanne?
Yes, in my opinion, having it, you will always feel comfortable and reduce sweater as well as the lower allergy caused by pollen and dust.
That's so true. I can't hardly give up it. As you know, the weather now is becoming unendurable, so I can't stand living without air conditioner.
I'm with Emily. I'm with you on that, Emily. Besides the air conditioner, you think we should have daily hot shower in our home?
You are absolutely right. We need one of the key to have a healthy life is having a hot bath every day. It also helps to reduce stress, heart disease, and make you feel better and more comfortable after a hard working day. Do you have anything to support my idea, Kolyanne?
Precisely, taking a bed is a hot bed is extremely good for the nervous system, and it also lower the risk of hypertension. Emily, it's that time to discuss the next choice.
Yeah, certainly. My next choice is online communication. I definitely believe that it fits our modern life. because it's easy and quick to buy and purchase items at home or workplace.
Good point. Moreover, online shopping is a cheaper for shopper. It's very convenient and it is good for head. Now
We go to the next choice.
yes.
Yes. What's your next choice, Kolyanne? Do you think you choose the fast food is the number 7?
I put fast food as 7 choice because it is convenient. It is not consuming for cooking, and instead is a very appealing.
Yeah. I better to differ because fast food increases the risk of diabetes, weight gain, and obesity. Actually, I don't really serve fast food to my family. It's not hard for me to give up. So my 7th choice is traveling abroad.
Related to fast food, you and I have our own reason, but I can't deny your opinion, Emily's. Healthy is a very important, so we should only choose healthy fast food to serve our meal. So far, the holidays vacation in use, it is a luxury for me. Instead making a brochure and satisfied with domestic store.
Yes, I couldn't agree on this. I don't think I always stay home after 9 months working with work at school. So traveling is also the good way for me to broaden my knowledge and understand myself better. And especially I'm an English teacher, so I need a new environment to practice my language. So I don't forget to explore myself with a holiday abroad.
I see, Emily. We have read consensus on this. Let's recap, Emily.
Yeah, good idea. According to these options on my hand, my first choice is mobile phone. The second is computer. The third is all transport, and number 4 is air conditioner. Go on listing, Kolyanne.
We don't have any different trend from one to 4 for the thing that we are difficult to build up. So now I decide to rank number 5 is the online shopping, number 6 is the daily hot shower, the 7 is the fast food, and the last one is traveling abroad.
Yes, we were different from number 7 and number 8. However, we have already had a compromise.
I'm certain that everyone like us, Emily. Thank
Yes.
you.
All right, thank you.